can't prove it. Bounce. Where it's different. If I get 4 women pregnant, we know the deal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So obviously back then for survival, women needed a man. Otherwise, when they were pregnant, they could die and all of these things, they would perish. In today's society, given evolution, given the fact that as women we can go and get...
Men.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. Isn't there a glitch between what is actually happening and the nature of what we have in our bodies? I think...
Here's one thing you need to do before you start your holiday shopping. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this film.
I think that's probably the conflict that we're having right now.
Glitch in what way?
In the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense, perhaps like
right.
naturally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft, but it's bullshit. And it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy, 1, and 2, the second life gets difficult, you very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent, I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men pay my OnlyFans, and if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Of course you do. You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. Then all that crap vanishes. It's garbage. And this is the actual...
Okay. I can pause right there for just a second. Yeah, I told you. All right, number 1, do you consider yourself a feminist?
Yes.
Okay, and then what are your thoughts on what he just said just now?
Okay, I feel like it's true to an extent. I feel like...
But, okay.
I feel like it is true to an extent, but at the same time, I don't know. Okay, fine, it's true. It's true.
She said, fuck it, I'm not...
Fuck, it's true. I'm not even trying to argue it. It's true. Like, you can say that you're independent and all that stuff, but at the same time, like he said, when times get hard or whatever, what are you going to do? Yeah. Call a man to try and assist you. So, I mean, there's truth to it. He's not my favorite person in the world, but...
What do you mean by that? Oh, no. No, we got to get into That's the point of these videos.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you mean he's not your favorite person?
Usually, I think Andrew Tate is very misogynistic and sexist.
Oh my God.
But
hold on. We gotta pause. No, we gotta pause. We gotta pause right here. First of all, what makes him misogynistic? What did he said or done that made him misogynistic?
I'm not saying in this particular video. He is correct.
I get that. But first of all, what is misogyny? Let's go.
Misogyny is kind of just thinking like, it kind of ties into sexism in a sense, but thinking that, like, men are just so superior to women, and then thinking that, like, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's like the second or third definition. The number 1 definition is the hatred or prejudice towards women.
And some of the things he says can be perceived as hatred.
Okay, name one.
The way he just describes women in a sense.
You just said the way. No, name something that you heard him say verbatim.
I can't think of anything particularly right now off the top of my head, but I know in previous instances there are certain things that have been perceived as somewhat hatred towards women.
Okay, so a lot of times, because I've had hundreds of women on the show, and they say kind of the same things, but when I actually dig deep into what they're talking about, it's more so the way he says it versus what he says.
I guess it is all on the delivery. There is certain things that if he were to deliver it in a particular better manner, it wouldn't be perceived so, I guess, with malintentions.
Okay, but if I tell you, hey, it's raining outside, or if I say, hey, it's fucking raining outside, does that change the fact that it's raining outside?
No, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay. So for you personally, if someone says you driving or something, or you walking, and someone says, hey, bitch, look out for that pothole, and versus him not saying nothing, would you rather have him tell you that?
No, because why would you yell at me like that? I didn't do nothing to you.
Okay. I want to be very clear with my question. Okay. Hold on. You have one scenario where a person doesn't says anything, right? And you go, you walk, and then you fall into a pothole, you break your fucking,
Okay, fine. Ankle. I would want someone to tell me, but they don't have to say like, ayo, bitch, watch the fuck out. They can just be like, hey, watch out.
Okay, now pause. Now, what if that's just the way that they talk? And he's not even saying it as like,
it's
hey,
knowing
yo,
your
bitch.
Audience.
Huh?
It's knowing your audience, time and place.
It's knowing your audience, time, and place. So, okay, because we can go deeper and deeper, but I do want to get back to the topic of the video. But bottom line is, when it comes to communication between men and women, do you think that we the same when it comes to communication?
I don't think so.
Okay, so can you blame a man talking to majority of men about particular different subjects, and you as a woman is just listening to that conversation?
I guess as a
Crickets.
man, I can see it. I suppose from a man's perspective, I could see it being perceived that way. But at the same time, as a woman, listening to the things that he says, it just comes off very sexist and almost like I just said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay, and I understand that to some point of view, but at the same exact time, I understand the opposite, which is, let's say you was, I don't know, at fucking LA Fitness, and you just heard guys talking about women. They're not going to talk about women the same way that they would talk about women if they were trying to get you. They wouldn't even talk about women the same exact way if they was even around women. So for this
So
whole
basically
world,
just locker room talk.
it's not even.
But he's doing it publicly.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, pretty much. It's straight to the point, very direct. That's just how men are in general.
Well, the very interesting thing, I'll make a point here, which is going to get me canceled again, but I don't give a fuck. but this is the point. Feminism in and of itself can't be defended. Any idea, the point of an idea is that it can be defended by the people who believe in it. This has been the whole point of war since the dawn of time. It doesn't matter if it was the Christians against the Hindus. It doesn't matter if it was the Germans against the French. There were people who had ideas and ideologies, and they were prepared to fight each other to defend their ideology. Feminism is an ideology which cannot be defended by feminists. The only people who could defend feminism are the men who subscribe to the garbage. If all the feminists were to get in a line and say, we want feminism, and the conservative men were to get in a line, you would learn very quickly it's bullshit. I had a friend in Afghanistan when Taliban kicked America out. And he told me the Americans were telling the girls they could go to school. So they built all these girls' schools, and they put the Afghanistani Defense Forces there, and they funded the Afghanistani Defense Forces to protect these schools. You had American satellites, you had night vision goggles. Taliban were afraid to attack. America leaves. Now you have Afghani Defense Forces. They're basically blind. They don't have satellites anymore. Don't have night vision, whatever. So now it's a real war. The men are standing next to this girls' school. The Taliban are coming. You're some dude. You're standing there, and you're looking at this girls' school going, I don't really give a fuck if girls go to school. Bounce. And you didn't fight. So that's why they all gave up and Taliban took over so quickly. And when I said this, the girls like, yeah, they should have fought for us, feminism. Why don't the women fight?
Can I ask?
Oh, wait, the women can't defend their own fucking idea. You need men to defend feminism. So that's why the whole thing is stupid. Because the second men don't defend it, it just fails as a fucking ideology. It's garbage.
May I tell you something now?
Thoughts on that? Or any thoughts before we carry on? Don't hold back. Go ahead.
Okay. So I feel like, to an extent, okay, that's correct, that you could potentially need someone other than the majority of what you're talking about to defend what you're speaking about. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, in those countries, it's looked and frowned down upon for women to be able to fight like that.
To be able to do what?
To be able to fight for, like, their rights, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, in those countries, they're not necessarily allowed to, and they don't really have that much control over what goes on in their own environment. Just because that's particularly in that country how it
Okay,
is.
I get what you're saying, but it still doesn't negate of what he's saying, which is what I believe in as well, is if you are a woman and you believe in something so heavy, why not are you prepared to fight for it? Why are you not prepared to die for it?
Because they don't necessarily have the right. They don't have the utilities. They don't have the tools.
But hold on, pause. You said they don't have the right, they don't have the utilities, they don't have the tools. There's a lot of different wars that happened, a lot of different revolutions that happened where the persons or people in power had way better artillery or power or weapons than the person that was.
Win,
yes.
But at the same time, you have to think these women don't have access to that.
Okay. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't, to me personally, right? If I am, let's say I'm a woman, right? And I truly and utterly believe in, I don't know what's going on in the world. I think some girl got killed for something by not wearing a hijab, something like that. And if all women got together and was like, hey, we are not wearing that shit no more. Okay, why don't you fucking fight all the people that are literally oppressing you to wear those different things, which is the government, which is maybe your household, which is maybe all these different things. The point is, majority of women don't do that. They don't get together. They don't revolt. They don't fucking be willing to die for their ideas.
Okay, I mean, I could see that.
So,
I mean,
so
I
how's
can see
it
that,
wrong?
but at the same time, it's different. In this specific scenario, it's different because they're not having the accessibility to the things that they need to be able to fight and be able to protect themselves and be able to fight what they believe in this particular scenario.
No, I'm gonna be honest. That's
wrong.
That's still wrong. But,
No, it's not.
Yes, because okay, I don't want to harp on this too long because obviously you gotta get back to the video. But if you was in this scenario, he's talking about guys coming and protecting people or women coming to schools. Why don't those women fight for their own right to go to school?
What are they gonna fight with?
Their hands until they get a knife, knives until they get guns until no one wants to no more.
Men are significantly stronger than women.
Of course, that's why then you better be more manipulative. You better be more sneaky. You better be more covert. I'm just saying, if I was oppressed and I knew in my right mind exactly, I had a group of people, etc., I would try to find a way to fucking get unoppressed.
Well, of course, that would be, best case scenario, but not everything is black and white.
Of course, I agree with that. But at the same time, I'm still gonna try. Like, let's move on. Let's carry on.
So this is the thing. This is when we assume that women perhaps don't have the physical or even mental ability to go to a war. Wait. Because this is the thing.
That's
For
exactly
example,
what
in
she said.
Ukraine, a lot of women took up arms. And in fact, I'm Angolan. I'm Angolan. Wait, I'm Angolan. And
Don't lie.
Listen.
To people at home.
Wait, no worries. I'll talk about my personal story. Let me tell you something. This is the thing. I think it's also really silly to assume that, for example, a woman, because she didn't go to school, she'll not be as intelligent as a man. Therefore, naturally, a woman is not intelligent. No, it doesn't make sense. If we're now starting to normalize equality and we want to put everybody in the forefront, give a woman a gun.
Who's normalizing equality?
Well, that's what people are wanting. Then that's
People
the case.
like who?
Let me tell you,
Who
Auntie.
wants to normalize equality? People like who? Feminists. Who else wants to?
Well, actually, no equality. I want respect. That's really what I
What's
want.
stopping you from getting respect?
Exactly.
No.
I get respect.
I get respect. I get
So,
respect.
but
That's
you
what I
just
want.
said
That's
you
what I
want
like.
respect.
What I think is,
You don't even know what you want.
I'll tell you what I want.
You don't know what you want. You want
As a
equality.
woman, I
You
carry
want
myself
respect.
differently. I actually hold the things that I have
getting
done in the
sassy.
fight side for. I hold it. That's why when you speak to me, I don't move different. I move different to many of the girls. That's why when you talk to me and you argue with me, I don't take
argue
it.
with you.
You do sometimes.
you.
And I'll
I don't
tell you
argue.
something. A lot of women may have the accolades to be somebody, but they are uncomfortable to own that. And the reason why, then I would like to ask you, for example, I do need a man, for example, to, procreate. But other than that, I'm quite strong. And I would find a way to protect myself differently. With that mentality, what would be the man that would be for me then?
Denava, what would you do if one of these security guards broke into your door?
What would I do? I'll tell you.
What would you do? What would you? No, seriously, there's no guns here.
She's a feminist.
I'll tell you. No, I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I'm a bit smarter.
Okay,
Either I'd play dead, one. Yeah.
Okay, they see you're not dead.
It's okay.
They
No,
see
I'd
you
be like
breathing.
this. And then if not, maybe I would kind of be very gentle and comply to find a way to get out of
Okay,
it.
so
If they want to come and kill me.
Okay, before Andrew starts talking, do you agree or disagree with what she was just saying?
In a sense of knowing that you can be just taken on full force and you don't have much to defend yourself with, yes, I believe the best options that she did state was number one, try and play dead or just comply. I don't think playing dead is the best case scenario.
Got you.
Just because they visibly see that you're alive. They wouldn't barge into your house if they didn't think that you were alive.
Yeah.
But simply complying until you can find your way to manipulate the situation into your favor.
That's actually solid. But I was more so talking about she said that she doesn't necessarily want to be equal. She just want her respect. What are your thoughts on that? Do you want to be equal to men?
I do.
Okay.
I would
And I want to take away the laws part of it. Obviously, that's something different. We talking about dating, relationships, stuff like that.
For dating and relationships, I would want my man to be a little more, I guess, dominant than I am. Just because I wouldn't want someone who's submissive to me.
Gotcha.
Because that's just, you're a bitch boy. What the fuck?
Facts, yeah.
But I guess, yeah.
Okay. So do you want a traditional relationship or you want a 50-50 relationship? What type of relationship are you
Traditional.
wanting? Okay.
In a perfect world, I would like a 50-50. But
in a perfect world, you want a 50-50.
In a perfect world.
That doesn't make sense. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. So why would you want to, in a perfect world, 50-50? Explain that to me.
Because I would want to be able to make my own money and, not have to be a stay-at-home mom all the time.
Okay.
But be able to, have my own stuff going on as well with being a mom. But at the other part of me, from a traditional stance, I would love to be a stay-at-home mom and take care of my kids and have my man provide for me.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's just I'm stuck in that I want a traditional relationship, but I also would like a 50-50 relationship.
What's a 50-50 relationship look like to you?
I guess just like splitting costs and also like for housework, I guess, as well. Like, I'm not always going to have to be the one that cooks. Like, my man can cook sometimes, too. I'm not always going to have to be the one that takes care of the kids. My man can do that, too, sometimes while I'm doing certain stuff. So, in a perfect world, that would be nice to be able to rely on your partner and share those.
So, hold on. So, when it comes to a 50 relationship, what about when it comes to decision-making or the leadership or that aspect of it? You want it to be 50-50 as well? Or he's more so the leader?
I feel like I should have a say 100%, but at the same time, that's when I also would want a man to come in and take charge and be like, well, you can have your opinion and I'll definitely listen to it, but this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, okay.
And just be validated, I guess, in that sense that I am heard.
Okay. Because you was about to lose me for a second. Because a lot of times women say that they want these 50-50 relationships, but then they want someone who is literally smarter than them, taller than them, have more money than them, have more status than them, have literally everything on paper better than them as a human, but then they want to be 50-50, and that doesn't work.
Well, it doesn't work in that sense, especially if you're coming from a lower class as a woman, going to an upper class who is a man, which more than likely that's what it goes. From a financial standpoint.
Okay.
From a financial standpoint. If you are making X amount of money as a woman, and your man is making significantly more than you.
Okay.
It's very hard to be 50-50 from a financial standpoint because your man is making significantly more than
No, I get that. I'm not even harping on the financials so much. I'm talking about when it comes to metrics as humans, right? Generally speaking, a woman wants a superior when it comes to their mates. Yes. So how can you expect a superior to be your equal?
That's true.
That's my, every time a woman says that, that's always my argument because it just doesn't make sense to me personally. But carrying on.
But let's make an important
There's not much that many people can do.
Let's make an important point. You're talking about equality equaling respect. The way you get respect as a woman is by being feminine. There's nothing. We can be equal and very, very different. I'm not saying that there's not equality, but you've confused equality with the same. You can be equal with completely different things. You can have a bishop and a knight on a chessboard. They're equal in terms of points, but they do different things, right? A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets fucked up. We try and pretend it's all the same. It's not the same. Men and women are good at different things. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team, we have a beautiful family, we're happy forever. It's only confused where you have women who sit and go, no, because in the name of equality, we can fight in war. There's no fucking women on the front line in Ukraine. That is psyop bullshit. They put some chick there dancing around doing Pokemon dances to try and convince them to die in a ditch. It's garbage. If you go to the front line of Ukraine right now, you do not see women in their makeup and their manicures. You see fucking men in the freezing cold dying. You know where the women are? Dubai, chilling. That's where the women are. So to sit and pretend that women are just as capable physically as men is a fucking lie. It's delusion. To say that you're as strong as men is delusion. You are good at other things. You're better than men at a lot of things, but it's not the physical world. And the unfortunate reality about life, this is what we're saying when I was saying earlier that feminism goes out the window when things get hard. The harder the world gets, the closer it gets to the baseline of humanity, the unfortunate baseline of humanity is violence. Yeah. That's what happens. If all the electricity were to go out and all the police were to quit, this would become a violent place very quickly, and there would be fucking zero feminists left. Zero. You would all need men. That's the bottom line of reality. That's the bottom line. So you have to understand as a woman and say, okay, I need a man who's good at being a man.
But no one's saying that we don't.
Thoughts before I carry on? Come on, talk to me.
I feel like in this particular video, he does have some good points in a sense because it is true. You don't necessarily see women in the front lines that often. They are usually at home, and it's usually the men that are on the front line.
But, do I hear but? Comment or what's going on?
But I don't think if, let's say, the world didn't have policemen or really any type of government official, that feminism wouldn't exist. I feel like it would exist, but it wouldn't be as common.
I don't believe so. I actually don't, because you need something to protect you of being a feminist. Feminist implies that you are like equal to men in almost every aspect. When we already know that that's not to be true. If we didn't have a world where it didn't have police or government or other men protecting you from other men, then you couldn't have the feminists. Does that make sense? Meaning if there was no cops, there was no fucking government, there was no protection from men, other men would come and take your shit.
And you think that women can't bond together and group together as women and find a way to be able to manipulate the situation and use their like brains instead of necessarily having the bronze to be able to defend themselves?
Okay, I like that. And that's actually a good point. But my counterpoint to that would be that they would still need to use men to get what they want. They can't do it on their own or by themselves, is my whole overall point.
But they would be defending themselves with their brains versus bronze.
No. Okay, give me an example of how they would defend themselves.
I don't know a specific situation right now off the top of my head.
Well, I can. You would need a power that's bigger than yourself to move the situation in the world around you, and that is going to be men. So let's say all women got together and they was like, you know what, our husbands do this or do that, etc. They're going to manipulate their husbands to get what they want, but they would have to manipulate their husbands
they would
first
still need a constant
to get what they want.
Okay, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Anyways.
We're talking about relationships. Yeah, you're strong, but the thing is, I can live my life as a woman and not need a man.
What's a woman?
Oh my God.
Oh, Pearl, stop
Like
it.
in my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
But listen, right?
But is the mechanic a man or a woman?
No, I'm saying yes, we need men in society, but in relationships, the only reason I actually need you is because I want you. I don't actually need you.
Do you know what?
I need you to procreate. Yes, I agree. But the thing is, I don't need you in my day-to-day life.
What if someone breaks into your house?
I'll just call the police.
Okay, what if they don't come? What if the average
Play
in
dead.
the US it takes like 15
and give them everything.
In the US it takes like 15 minutes for them to get there.
But that's not realistic. That doesn't happen on a day-to-day life.
These two guys in your house, what are you doing?
But that's not realistic. I've not had any man break into my house on a day-to-day. It doesn't happen.
The point is,
so let's be realistic now.
I know what you're saying, but the point is this. The point is, when we're talking about feminism as a whole demonizes men. And you just sat and said, besides procreation, I don't need a man in my life. I can go to a male mechanic or call a male police officer. They're men. So
in society, you are needed. I agree.
Okay,
of course, we need you.
Of course. So you're talking about being with a man because you want to. So my question to you is, why would you want to be with a man?
Why would a man want to be with you?
Because they're sexy.
Like,
I feel like because of the
Guys, can we just talk about men? Sorry, I love men.
No,
I love dick.
We don't sound like it, but it's not all about dick. What I'm trying to say is that in a good relationship, right, one that works, there's blue jobs and there's pink jobs, right? And that's the problem that women have got.
I'm so fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt. Look at Nate. His true classics.
Goddamn.
They don't want to be doing no pink jobs.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about relationships. Why do you need a man in a relationship? Because you want a partner.
What's companionship?
Now, let me ask you before we continue. Why do you need a man in a relationship? Or do you feel like you need a man, or do you feel like you want a man? Break it down for me. No, say don't hold back.
So, I feel like I definitely, obviously, want a man. Mm-hmm. I feel like needing a man is more of something of a codependency. Granted, it's nice to have a man. It's amazing to have a man. I have a man. But at the end of the day, yes, I would be sad without him. Yes, I would, miss a lot of things that come with having a man. Mm-hmm. But to live, I don't need a man. Society, like she said, society-wise, yes, we do need men in our society.
Got you.
We do, 100%. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
We do need men in our society. But in a relationship with a man, you don't necessarily need one.
Okay.
It's nice to have one, and I love having one, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. But you don't necessarily need a man to fulfill your entire life as a whole. In a relationship standpoint. Okay,
and you feel like in life, without the society aside, you don't actually need a man to, I guess, pay the bills, do security, all these other extra shit that men do leadership, guidance?
I mean, right now I'm paying my own stuff.
Got you. Okay. So from your perspective, you're just saying you just don't need a man when it comes to a relationship. You just want a man.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Friendship, romantic love, things that you can't get by yourself.
Like, you want to go on dates with him. It's not about, I need someone to fix my car. Like, go to a mechanic. You're not safe. Call the police.
Not
like,
true.
it's not that deep.
Wait, what about a father to your kids? You don't think your kids don't need a dad?
He can be around.
I definitely want that. These are the stuff. This is the reason I need a man.
I
agree.
Wait. It's not that you want it. You need it.
I agree. And these are the stuff that I need in a man. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's not like I completely need you. It's
But the whole point is if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need a man.
In society, agree.
Why do we act like women are so useless?
It's not that
I can change a tire.
I'm saying if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need someone to protect you. You
Yes,
would.
of course. In society, not my boyfriend.
I'll go underground.
Like, half of my exes can't even do anything.
That's actually another problem. A lot of men can't do much.
You said what?
I said that speaks on what she likes.
Exactly.
And the
that
type
speaks
of men
on,
that she's choosing.
Thank you. You've got some sense to you.
You know what I mean?
Not everybody's
in this day and age, guys can't even fit a tire.
You cannot.
And women can't cook.
And the thing is,
Speak to your brothers. They don't know how to do
I'm not
nothing.
even saying.
Guys.
Can I just say
We
something?
have to do one at a time.
Can I just say something? This is why you can't blame all men for your poor choices. You can't say, I'm talking to both of you because you're saying, yeah, my man can't do this, my man can't do that. What? And you want to settle down. Why would you go and choose a man that can't do these things that you wanted them to do? Because my man could do all the blue jobs.
I need a man.
Because most men grow up with a PlayStation instead. Most men grow up with a PlayStation and porn and things. No, that's the truth.
It's not.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
That's the man you
Listen,
pick.
I don't need a mechanic for my boyfriend.
You know what?
I need a father to my children. I don't need.
Do you know something, right? She needs a
police
father. Hang on a minute.
officer.
She needs a father for her children, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna go out there, right? And you're gonna buy your child an electric car. You're gonna go and buy your child a bicycle. Who the hell's gonna put out the bicycle and fix the electric car? Who's gonna do it?
You got YouTube. I know how to do these things. I fixed a Bentley before. I fixed a Bentley.
Angela's just chilling right now.
Go and get some sperm donor or something because you obviously don't need a man.
That's the future, I think.
And the thing is, the future for who?
No,
that's the problem.
society.
Because at the end of the day,
What year are you living in?
The
What
year that
year
you're
are
supposed
you
to be
living in?
Because hang on a
You
minute.
act like we are in the Stone Age.
Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking, right? Now, you got a man, right? And you've been busy all day, right? And you're in your bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. And your man comes in with all of his friends and said, oh, babes, all the friends are here. They're hungry. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll cook for my man. I'm a traditional woman in that aspect.
Oh my God.
I love to cook for my man. That when people start cooking, they think that cooking is traditional. It's everything. It's not just about cooking. They always say, oh, I cook for my man, so I'm traditional.
All right, damn, there's a lot going on right now. Any thoughts before we carry on? Because that was a lot.
I feel like baby girl in the brown is just kind of contradicting herself at this point.
Ooh, shots fired.
It's not even shots fired. It's just that it's not adding up. It's just not like she's saying one thing.
What are you talking about?
She's saying that she doesn't need a man in a relationship, but she wants a father to her kids. Then obviously, to have kids with a man and for him to be a father, you would have to be in a relationship. So that's in a sense of you would need a man and to have you need a man.
Yeah.
Versus if she's saying, you know, like, oh, I don't need a father to my children.
Yeah,
then okay, you're sticking to what you're saying. You don't need a man.
Okay.
But saying that you need a father to your children, obviously to have those children, for him to be a father to, you would have to be romantically involved with him. So I feel like it's very contradicting in that sense.
Ooh, all right. Let's continue on.
I have a question. Wait. I have a question. Are you virgin? Oh. You're traditional, you're virgin.
Are you a virgin?
I said in that aspect. I'm not going to comment on me being a virgin or not, but what I'm going to say is every human being should be...
Oh, this is a good question I can ask you because they was going on for a minute. Are you a traditional or are you a modern woman? Would you consider yourself a traditional woman or a modern woman?
I say a mixture.
Okay, and why?
A mixture.
Which way? Hold on, let's pause. If you had to choose, which one would you choose?
Modern.
Okay, now why?
Reasons why I'm a modern and reason why I believe I'm mixed.
No, reason why you're modern, and then you can go into mixed a little bit.
I feel like I'm modern in a sense of like, yes, I do like cooking, but I like cooking for my family when I want to, not that the fact that it's a requirement for me to. And I feel like in a traditional sense, it is a requirement for the woman to cook dinner and serve it and have it on the table.
So you don't think it's a requirement to cook in a traditional? No, not even in traditional. Even in your relationships that you have, you don't think that it's a requirement?
I like cooking when it's like to my discretion.
Okay.
If someone's sitting there telling me I need my dinner ready by 6 p.m. on the dot, I'm gonna be sitting there like, you're stupid. Because you're goofy as fuck if you think that I'm just gonna do that just because you said so. If you were to ask me like, hey babe, I would really like if we could have dinner at 6 tonight. Okay. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's the delivery. It's all about the delivery.
Okay. All right. So if you was in a relationship and then your dude was like, hey, I would like to have, I don't know, I'm going to try to say it as clean as possible. I would like to have dinner at 6 o'clock every single night. Would that be suffice for you to actually cook dinner every single night, even if you don't want to?
I'll definitely try, but there's going to be
What is try? Whoa. What is try?
You know, I will make an attempt to have dinner ready at that time. But if I'm super tired from work and I don't feel like cooking, I'm not going to cook.
Okay.
We can order takeout if it's really that big of a deal. I'll pay for it, babe. Don't worry. But, like, there's going to be certain times where I'm not going to want to cook, and you can either be okay with that or you can starve.
That's funny. Okay, I got you. So, but for you, I'm guessing if you are not in a more traditional relationship where the guy is taking care of you and you're not really having to work so hard, etc., or so long, whatever the word is.
Well, yeah, if I'm not doing shit all day, of course I'll have dinner ready.
Okay.
If it's, because it's something that I can do because I'm not doing shit all day. But unfortunately, that's not how the world is right now.
Yeah.
I am currently working. I have 2 jobs. So sometimes I'm not in the mood to even cook for myself, and I'll get takeout.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Now, she's a hybrid of tradition and modernization.
I'm a person that survives. You know, I need to cook to survive.
Can I ask Mr. Tate something, right? I'm going to ask you something.
Sure.
Right, because I don't like bullshit, right? And there's certain people that I can't even bear talking to, right? So I'm going to talk to him because so far he's talking sense.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's giving pick me.
Right. Who said pick me? Listen, who just said pick me?
They want me. Don't look at me.
I said it's giving pick me. Because we're having a whole conversation. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Mr. Tate.
Hang on a minute. I've been with my man for 32 years.
Clap for yourself.
32 years. I don't need to clap for myself because I'm happy. And what I was going to ask him, right, is how would you think a woman? Would you think that woman? Would you think that woman? Just calm down. I'm loud. I'm naturally. You don't want to hear me shout. Anyway, Mr. Tate, like I was saying before we got rudely interrupted, right? Now, is this your idea of a woman that you think deserves a man? I'm here, single, but I'm looking. I'm here, I'm like taking, if you want to hook me up, let me know. And I just want anybody, but choose. How does that make you feel? What is that kind of woman that you think deserves a man?
Well, he's a top G. You can't be asking him this question.
But you
about
don't
us
want
mere
top
mortals.
G's,
We're mere mortals, Auntie.
Speak for yourself. I'm no mere mortal.
I'm a mere mortal in his presence.
Because nobody
Come on now.
Me.
Which kind of question be that?
Auntie, unlike you, we have options.
I'm a mere
He's just loving it.
We have options,
Even this 8.5.
If you have options, then where's your ring?
That is the most stupid
thing. I am cheeky true. I'm not found a man that I want to be with. Okay,
then you don't got.
I know your reality is you got to beg a man to keep you.
Hang on a minute. You said, unlike you, I have options.
Okay. For you yourself, do you feel that as though you have much more options than the average man?
At this moment, no, because I'm in a relationship. But from a woman, yes, you can still have options.
We have options.
But you can still have options, but it's necessarily exactly what you plan on doing with those options. I feel like men, they can definitely, have easier pickings, but they're not gonna be like.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, for a man, they can go for a certain type of girl who's easy, correct?
No.
Yes.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong. How is that wrong?
Because there's no girls that's easy.
I've met some trifling girls.
To the average man, there's no girl that is easy. Men are not getting sex the way you think men are getting sex. Maybe the top percentage of men are getting sex, 20%, etc. But majority of dudes is actually not getting sex at all. They did multiple studies on this shit. 1 in every 3 guy is a virgin or haven't had sex in a year.
I call cat.
Oh my God. Why do you think they have OnlyFans booming crazy right now? Why do you think they have this simp culture of all these guys simping for all these different women? Why do you think they have the porn industry booming crazy as fuck right now?
Well, I'm not knowing why any of this stuff is booming because I don't particularly feed into it.
Yes. I'm calling cap now because you got an Instagram. You can clearly see that a lot of
girls have OnlyFans, yes, but I'm not following a bunch of bitches with OnlyFans.
But you're missing the point. Why would they make OnlyFans if they're not having money, if they don't make money from it, or if they don't see other people? Hold on. If they don't see other people actually being successful doing it. If every bitch you see doing OnlyFans and they all unsuccessful and they all don't make no money, why would anyone else try to do OnlyFans? Thank you. I rest my case. My second point is, going back to the original thing is, do you have options? Because again, from your point,
as a woman, you have options.
Okay. Now, what did you say? So go ahead and finish.
I don't even know what I was talking about because you threw me off track.
Hey, this is part of the show.
I think as a woman, you have more options than a man would.
Okay. As a woman, you have more options than a man would. Okay. I can wholeheartedly agree with that. Obviously, men don't have options the way women think that they have options. The reason why this has happened is because you only, I'm not picking on you particularly, but women in general only look at the dudes that they find attractive to begin with. You're not thinking about the dudes that work at McDonald's. You're not thinking about the dude that you saw at Publix putting the shit in your bag. You're not thinking about the dude that changed your tire when you went to your fucking car shop. You're not thinking about every single regular, smuggler dude. They are not getting bitches like that.
I mean, hey, they might be for somebody. They just ain't for me.
But that's the point. Think about it. No, I want you to use that same logic.
Yes,
hold on.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Every girl thinks the same way. How many DMs? Let's say you were single and you were single in the past. How many DMs you got a day? How many guys approach you a day? Just a day at your job. I'm not gonna disclose that, but at your job, how many guys approach you and how many did you actually fuck? It's not gonna be a high percentage. It might be like 1%.
It's none. It's 0.
But that's. Thank you. You just proved my point even more.
Fine. You're right, Jaye. Are you happy? God damn. Like, fuck.
Oh, this is the first time in history. I'm going to clip that. Let's get it.
Yeah. You're out here looking for a man. You're out here saying that you're looking for a man.
When did I say I was looking for a man?
Oh, my gosh. You was at the advertising when we done the introductions. That's what you said.
I said I was doing interviews.
That is what you said.
I didn't say I was going out looking for a man. I said I'm doing interviews. You come to me, I'm going to decide if I want you.
Mr. Tate, listen to this insult, right? Listen to the insult.
I'm not insulting.
You said what?
She barking for no reason.
Oh, you talking about being loud?
Yeah, the homegirl in the leather.
Yeah.
Hang on. Listen,
Oh, that's you. That's pressing that. That's why. I'm like, why does that keep playing?
Call it sign language. What I'm learning. Sign language. Right? Listen to what she just said to me. Unlike you, I have options. Fucking 32 years. You think I want options? I'm happy with my man.
It's giving you don't really have much options, though.
Damn.
Because the way
No,
you're like,
it's not pick me. She meant clout.
Attacking her character is crazy.
Wait, she meant
chosen so bad.
Esther, I'm sure you didn't mean pick me. You meant clout chaser. Is that what it is?
Either one. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to clarify your problem.
Fellas, really quickly. This is the type of woman you want to avoid at all costs. The one on the... Hold on.
Just say it.
Wait. So I've totally lost.
Her. The one on the right, you want to avoid at all costs. The one in the leather, you want to avoid at all costs. Carrying on.
Why would I want to have options when I've been in a happy relationship for 32 years?
No, clout chasers is fans.
It don't make no sense.
I just
You can monetize on YouTube with clout.
Why are you calling her a pick me when you were the one advertising at the beginning of the show?
I said I'm doing interviews. I wasn't advertising nothing.
It's banter.
Wait.
Do you guys understand what an interview means?
Okay. All right.
She's being spicy, guys. Stop
She
it.
is sassy.
Answer your question.
Oh, yeah.
What was your question?
Oh, she asked already.
He didn't answer because everybody's too busy jumping. Everybody's too busy jumping in. I already asked, but you're not too busy jumping in and being women.
He's
ready
ready to
Yeah, he's just saying.
He's ready to get
now
married.
you can all shut up
All right,
and let
let's
him
go.
answer, innit?
I'll answer. Yeah. So to go back to one of my earlier points. Firstly, to make it clear in the disagreement, I agree with. Of course, I think everyone knows who I agree with. But I do because you know what it is though. You know what's actually funny? the things that she's saying are common knowledge 20, 30 years ago. This is how the world functioned. This is how the whole world functioned. The things I say that somehow people believe are controversial are exactly the way the world functioned in like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. All of the entire period of human history, men had a role of masculinity, women had a role of femininity. We worked as a team. Now the world's come along and they've destroyed and broken everything. And there's this new progressive think and this new generation of women who seem to believe that if we completely fuck it all up, it's going to end up better. And my argument to that is, listen, we went from walking around in fields in small nomadic groups to building cities, to building the pyramids, to going to the moon. We managed to go from a few thousand to billions of people, populate the entire planet, build canals, build skyscrapers, cities. All of this was done based on the back of man being a man, woman being a woman, working together as a family.
And now it's destroyed.
Now they're going to come along and fuck it up.
If it's not broke, don't
It's
fix
destroyed.
it.
It's been destroyed. Man has destroyed Earth. What are you talking about? It's been bad decisions for powerful men. For men to and for women to lose husbands.
Men built.
Men make decisions for war.
Listen, please.
Men kill men.
Please listen to me. Men built the earth. I'm not saying men are perfect, but the entire world that you're existing under was built by men.
Yeah, it's
all
true.
of it. So, and the point I'm making is now we're entering a world of new things.
See your eyes over there blinking like a motherfucker. What's going through your mind?
I mean, he's right. The world was built by man, as much as it sucks to say.
I hear a butt coming.
It's truthful. No, there's no but.
Oh, for real? All right. Carry on.
Think. And the problem with new think is it's not tested. I don't give a shit what anyone's opinion is. What I can state as a matter of fact is we had 5,000 years of history that tells us how the world works with X and Y together. We're now entering a new paradigm. There's no 5,000 years of history. So whatever you believe about how it's going to work or it's going to be better or worse, whatever, that's just you guessing. Everyone is guessing, right? So we're entering a brand new paradigm and everything's completely fucked up. The point you were making earlier, which is a fantastic one about if I'd pick a woman who's advertising, et cetera, men always, please keep this in mind, especially if you're a female. People always say, you know, the number of emails I get from girls that say you don't give enough girl game. I'll give you girl game right now. Your man wants status. That's what he wants. You need to find a way to make him look good to the world and to his friends.
So how do you do that?
I'll tell you. One of the ways a man can get status is to get the girl that no one can get. That's a very simple way, right? So
I said not ready to mingle. I did right.
Okay, no, but this is the truth, right? If I date a girl and she's perfect in every way, head to toe, and then I say, I've met this girl. Yeah, she's this, she's this. Oh yeah, I took her for a date. Even if you didn't fuck her, did you fuck her? No, I just went for a date. So you went. The attraction goes from this to zero. Done. And it may not for some men, because some men haven't got choices. But men like me who genuinely have unlimited options, we want complete exclusivity. That's what we're looking for, because that gives status. That's what you're looking for. So you have to be very careful as a female with all of your actions, all of your interactions with your boyfriend or when you're looking for a boyfriend, et cetera, and say, am I going to make my man look better by doing X or look worse? Simple things. I've had endless arguments about girls' nights out, right? Oh, you're insecure, da-da-da. It's not even about insecure. I don't give a fuck if no man talks to you all night long. I don't care if you're going out and you're going to an all-girl club. I don't care. I know that when my boys say, oh, all the girls are going out, and I say, not my girl. She stays home. I look good. That's it. She stays home. She doesn't go out. She doesn't want to go out without me. That's status. It's not about the night out. It's about the status of being the man in the house. That's what a man wants. He wants respect. He wants to be the man of the house. I say she stays home. She stays home. Big G. Boom, boom. That's what we want.
Can I ask you something? What about...
Thoughts? Let's get it. Because you're going to probably give us an interesting perspective because of your job.
Okay, just based on my job, because I do work in nightlife industry as a bottle girl, I guess it's a little different because I can see both sides because I am in a relationship and, you know, the man I am with prefers me to not go out as much as I would as if I were single. Which, okay, understandable because, you know, there's a lot that can happen in a club or a bar or whatever. Yeah. But I also do see these ladies coming out for a ladies' night and just being able to completely, like, just be able to have fun and let loose as women with women. Like, they'll have their little section. They'll stay in their little section. They're not inviting any guys in the section. Guys will come up to them, yes, of course, just because that's naturally. But they're not entertaining it because they all have men. I literally, 2 weekends ago, I had these moms. They're older, you know. Yeah. They're probably, like, in their late 30s, early 40s, so a little older than myself. And
a little older.
Or a lot older than myself. And they all have, you know, gorgeous wedding rings, whatever. And this group of guys in the section next to them came up to them, you know, trying to say, hey, do you want to shop from our bottle? Or do you want a bottle? Like, we'll buy y'all another bottle, blah, blah, blah. You know, me personally, I'm loving it because that's an extra tip for me.
Of course,
But the ladies declined. They're like, no, we're married. Our men wouldn't want us to accept a bottle from another man.
Okay, I get that, but their men wouldn't want them to be in a club in the first place.
Well, why do you think they're there? Do you think their men had a problem with it? If that's the case, then why were they there?
Oh, we about to get into it. Let's go. A lot of times, men don't have enough leverage to tell you what to do and make you do it. Okay. Majority of women, they are pretty on par with their men. They don't have that. Again, it's more so a modern-ish relationship, whereas if I say, hey, go make me a sandwich, she's gonna be like, why? Why do I need to make you a sandwich, etc., blah, blah, blah.
But these are older women who are coming from a different time period where it was, the dynamic is the man is the one who brings, and granted, majority of these moms, because I talked to them, they are stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So you could say the man does have leverage because technically the men are the ones who are funding this table right now.
Okay, so then from my perspective, I don't know the man's life, obviously, but I don't see why would he be like, oh yeah, it's cool, go 100% to the club, do your thing, girl, I'm gonna buy you bottles and buy you the section, etc. To me, that just doesn't make sense, personally.
I don't know, take it up with their husbands.
I don't know, take it up with those.
I'm just saying, based on that one experience.
No, I get you, and I even understand that because obviously I've been in nightlife as well as a promoter, and I see these different things of these different groups of women who actually barely talk to anybody, but I would say that's the minority. And I'm talking about super minority. I mean that might be like the 10.
I'm rude as fuck to men when I'm out. Because at the end, I'm rude as fuck to men when I'm out because at the end of the day, and they'll be like, oh, like that attitude's not cute or that attitude's not attractive. I'm not trying to attract you.
No, I get that. No. Don't get me wrong. So number one, my point is, when it comes to that, I think that's the minority of women who literally can go out and not talk to no dudes and just have fun with their girls, etc. That's the super minority. I think the majority is actually getting litty, getting lit, getting turned up, and then start making bad decisions once they get a little drunk. Now, I can attest that because I've seen you a couple times out, and you look straight ahead. You're not fucking looking around and shit, which I actually think that's terrible mindset, but that's just me personally because of security reasons. But you are like that. I'm aware of my
surroundings. Huh? I'm just not, over here looking stupid as fuck, looking at everyone and their mama.
No, I get that. So I can actually attest to that because I've seen it personally. So yeah, let's carry on.
So what does the woman want in your eyes? What do you think, and what's the game you give for the boys?
I'm gonna tell you, but before that, I need another Clementine, and I need to give.
What do women want?
In a man?
We go back, in a man.
Okay. And a man, obviously, they want a man who is able to provide financially, who is charismatic, funny, because I know bitch want a boring guy.
Yeah.
And obviously nice, good with children, good with their families. 100%.
Pass to our friend here because she just rolled.
Let me stop touching
that.
Take that away. But someone who's able to, because a lot of women tend to be indecisive, myself included. So a man who's able to make those decisions that women are like, oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, what do you want to eat? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, then let's go get this. Someone who's able to take charge in, crisis, I guess, in a sense. Because majority of women, don't get me wrong, majority of women think emotionally and men think logically. Okay. So if a woman is freaking out, having her little anxiety attack because of whatever the case may be, the man is more than likely going to be the one that's like, okay, let's calm down, let's make a game plan, let's try and find a way to assess this. Yeah. Me personally, that's what I would like in a man because I do have anxiety and sometimes I do think more emotionally than logically at first. And sometimes I'll need that time so I just need someone who's able to take charge in that sense and being able okay, you need to chill out. This is what we're going to do. I understand you're upset. This is how we're going to fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me ask a better question, then we can carry on. What are women attracted to?
Height, money, kindness.
Kindness is cap as fuck.
No, it's not. I don't want a dickhead. I don't want a dickhead.
That's cap, but I want you to finish though.
I don't want a dickhead.
But come on now, let's stop the cap. No. Oh, hey, I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
I'm gonna let you finish.
That's not cap. Someone who can challenge me intellectually. Because if you're dumb, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Facts.
You know?
Yeah.
Handsome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so tall, handsome, money, and you said kind.
Nice, kind. Charismatic.
Oh God. Okay,
Funny.
so kind. A little bit on this. Can you go deeper into this kindness thing? What do you mean when you say kind, real quickly?
Nice to me. I don't give a fuck how you treat. Well, actually, that's not true. I give a fuck how you treat other people, but kind. But you're not gonna take shit from nobody. You know, have that distinct like assertiveness and firmness with themselves that you're not gonna get bitched at by another man. You're gonna stand your ground.
Okay.
But you're still gonna be kind.
Okay. But how does that correlate with each other? Because you can't be necessarily. How can you be kind, and be assertive?
You can be kind and not take shit from other people.
Okay.
I consider myself kind, and I don't take shit from other people. I'm not gonna let you disrespect me. The second you disrespect me, I will turn unkind, but I'm genuinely a kind person.
Oh, okay. So you have the kindness on, and then if something happens, disrespect, etc.
Yeah, when push comes to shove, and that flight or fight takes place, you're not gonna sit there and look like a bitch.
Okay. Say that. Cool.
Hold her eyes at me. And I'm perspicacious. I notice everything. She doesn't realize that I'm a ninja. I detect these things. Even when I'm looking directly ahead, I can detect.
You said what?
She's pretty.
So
That's why you were shady.
Pretty. Never mind. I'm not gonna attack your character.
Next.
Pretty hoish.
Give her some of my clementine, and she's gonna feel better. So I'm gonna get a clementine. Would you like some clementine, my dear?
I'm sure.
You want some clementine?
I think for me, it's like.
I asked you a question. Would you like some
I would love some. Yeah.
You want some clementine?
Yeah.
We're gonna hook it up.
Okay.
Clementine's coming. All right. Go on. Continue.
Okay. Well.
No, I mean, I just feel like this is definitely a different conversation for me because I'm very open-minded. I love hearing different perspective, and I do feel like this is a newer idea. Like you said, within the last 30, 40 years, this is a new concept. We don't know how it's going to end. I just know from like my experience, other women that I've met as well, it's like the reason for even like relationships, why they're not lasting is because people don't want to put up with the disrespect. And like, even when you were talking about like, oh, it's okay for me to cheat, but not for you. My thing is like, why not have transparency and have it be polygamous, polyamorous, whatever works for you? That's like, to me, where it loses me with the traditional stuff.
I get it.
It's
All
like,
right.
why can't we have transparency? And if I sign up for that, cool.
So how does no man in a million years? Let's all be realistic, right? No man in a million years is gonna meet a girl he likes and go, I want to be polyamorous. Like, come on, that's gay. Let's cut this bullshit. So let's be realistic. How does a man show love to a woman?
What are you doing today to change?
While I'm dealing with this, how does a man show loyalty to a woman?
Loyalty?
Yes.
By not entertaining other women, by solely showing loyalty. What do you think loyalty is?
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let
No.
you finish.
What do you think loyalty is? By not entertaining other women and staying true to his woman, who he's being loyal to. That's literally loyalty.
No.
What is loyalty to you?
Okay.
Wrong.
It's not to me. This is human dynamics of men and women.
Human dynamics.
She's so sassy right now. Sassy. I'm on hidden. All right. When it comes to women and men, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask questions. All right. I like to lead people to the water versus just blot out shit.
Okay.
All right. You were in a relationship. The man take care of you literally financially on all aspects, etc. But then there comes a time where, I don't know, a robber comes or someone breaks into the house and he's like, oh, I'm scared. You deal with that. You deal with that. Blah 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 blah. Are you still willing to still be with that man after that?
No, why aren't you protecting me?
Okay. Now pause for just a second. Would you rather have so you'll be done with a man, right? Right? So far?
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta say.
Okay, yes, solid, locked in.
Okay, all right. Now on this end, let's say a man is again taking care of you, the same exact scenario. He's taking care of you, all this other extra shit. He goes to the club, he fucks one girl.
Then he's not loyal. Point blank, period. Loyalty is something that's black and white. There's no gray area. There's no situational. Loyalty is this or that. You're either loyal or you're not. If you're fucking another bitch, you're not loyal to me.
Okay. Let me do this one more time.
Wrong.
Let me just tell you this time. When it comes to men and women show loyalty differently, right? Now, if I was to use the word faithfulness, that equals the same thing. That means you are being monogamous or whatever y'all agreed upon, right? But to show loyalty, The way that a woman shows she's loyal to a man is by not fucking another man. That's her way of showing loyalty. A man's way of showing loyalty to a woman is not by not fucking other women. It's by protection and provisioning.
Next caller.
Oh my God. Being faithful is on top of that.
So let's say you're dating someone, right? You're dating someone, okay?
But I'm a man, so you can't give me the same scenario. But
no,
you
no,
can try.
no. You're dating someone.
Okay.
You're in a 100% what you would call faithful relationship, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you're cheating on, and you love this girl, right? I know men can differ from, lust and love and all this whatever bullshit.
Yes. No,
okay.
no, that's not bullshit. But
whatever. Next.
A man can 100% love his woman and still cheat.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what that's not the point.
I'm just letting people know, and you know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Anyways, you're cheating on her. Are you being loyal to her?
It depends. Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. If you were cheating on your girl, you were not being loyal.
Okay. Again, I want to very clearly tell you this.
Again, I am clearly telling you, if you were cheating on your girl...
She's so sassy.
If you're cheating on your girl, you're not a loyal partner.
Okay. If you're cheating on your girl, you're not a faithful partner. You still can be loyal because loyalty from men and women are not the same, huh?
And you lack integrity.
And you lack integrity. Mm-hmm. Okay, that may be true. I actually can agree with that because in me personally, I don't consider it cheating because I wouldn't be lying about it and be behind someone's back about it. So you don't
sit there and tell you, oh yeah, actually, hey babe, how was your night? Oh, my night was good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I fucked this girl over there, but don't worry.
Oh, no,
babe,
I'm not going to be upfront about it. No, don't get that twisted. I'm not
so you're not lying about it, so you're a liar and a cheater? Dante's canceled. He's canceled, y'all. He's canceled.
Look, I'm not gonna. Okay, so for me personally, let's take me personally out of it. When it comes to men and women, right? Okay. The deal of men and women is not, I am going to be loyal to you. That's what I bring to the relationship, meaning not fucking another woman versus you as a woman bringing, I don't fuck other men. That's not the equalness. If you was, okay, how about this? Let me even change it really quickly. If you was to ask majority of women and you was to say, would you rather have an average dude that didn't cheat, that he was loyal as fuck to you, monogamous as fuck, but he was an average dude, etc., or would you rather have a dude that has hella money, hella status, etc.? You can get whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, but he cheats every once in a while. I've had hundreds of women on the show so far, and majority have said that they'd rather be with this dude than the dude that's going to be monogamous to them.
I want the dude that's going to be monogamous to me. I've been cheated on. That shit sucks.
Okay, but versus the dude that's willing, that can give you everything.
I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you can give me, what you can provide for me. You can't buy my love. And with me, like, you can't.
You're not buying your love. You're leveraging what you have to get more of what you want.
I'm not gonna sit there and look like Bobo the Fool while you're out here fucking other bitches and slinging dick to other girls.
Okay, so really quickly, because I do want to actually really talk about this. So what is it about it that irks you?
Because
can you try to break it down for me personally in my mind and in your mind? So, is it the looking bad? Is it the?
It's number one. You're publicly embarrassing me, whether you think that you are or not.
Okay, so
as
looking
a man,
bad.
you wouldn't want your girl to be fucking other dudes.
You can't compare the two, but go ahead.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't, because a man can 100% fuck a woman and not be in love with that woman or have emotional ties to that woman or not fucking want to be with that woman. She is so sassy. And he can literally still come back to you and love you the same, if not more. A woman cannot do that. I'm sorry. A woman that's not broken cannot do that.
Ooh. So basically, what was the question? What did you say?
The question is, when it comes to cheating, what bothers you so much about it?
The fact that you're having sex with other people, like, that should be for me and me only. Same thing with my man. If I'm gonna be with other guys, like, that's gross. You can literally get STDs. You can get
pause. Who's more likely to get STDs?
A man.
No, women.
A man's getting it from a woman, though.
No. But stay on topic. Who is more likely to get STDs if both people are having sex with different partners at the same rate?
A man.
No, it's actually a woman. Women are more likely to get STDs when having sex. This is statistically proven. You can Google that shit whenever we finish this fucking podcast. Continue on,
though. But you can get bacteria. You can get, like, BV.
Women.
Yes, but that's from your man fucking other girls. That's gross.
Okay.
Would you, okay. Would you want, you know, a hot dog that's been dropped in the sewer? No, I'm being so serious.
I know you've been serious, but it's still funny. Go ahead.
Would you want a hot dog
Yeah.
that's been dropped in the sewer,
Yo, now it's
went
getting
through the sewer, rolled around in it, then came up from the sewer, a little rat chewed on it, a little rat chewed on it, and then you put it back in the bun and say, here you go.
Of course not. I wouldn't want
Okay,
to
then.
But that's not the equivalent to a dude
Yes,
have
yes,
sex.
it is. Having sex with random girls, not knowing what they have, not knowing their background.
Who says he's having sex raw?
99.9%. I ain't taking no 1%. The second another woman's involved is the second I'm leaving, because that's the way that I see myself. I'm not gonna see and be like, because I don't want someone who wants everyone. I want someone who wants me and me only.
Then that's cap. You will never find a dude. Then you don't be. As a matter of fact, don't be with dudes. Don't be with men. They want other women. Now that I know.
Jaye encouraging me to become lesbian.
No. I'm
He's
trying to get you.
influencing my sexuality.
I'm trying to get you to understand that when it comes to men and women, we think completely different. So a man 100% wants other women. Now whether he acts on that or not is up to him, obviously, in his lifestyle, etc. But he 100% wants to fuck other women. That's not even a question. Continue.
Then that's a horn dog.
That's not. That's males.
Well, yeah, okay. Males are more sexual than women, 100%. I'll give it that. But still, you don't have. If you're with someone, why are you gonna be fucking other people? I genuinely don't understand that concept. Because why be committed with someone and be like, you're my girl, you're my girlfriend, you're my wife, and cheat on her?
It's called biology. All right, so biology.
Fuck biology.
Biology 101.
I don't want a man that cheats.
How many kids can you have in a year? How many kids can you have in a year?
1 or 2.
Okay, how many kids can I have in a year?
0. You're not a woman.
What? I can't have kids?
Well, yeah, okay, yes, you can have kids.
How many?
1 or 2.
If you...
One.
Bro, somebody help me. If you are, as a woman, had unlimited niggas, and you can have sex with unlimited niggas, how many children would you have in a year?
1 or 2.
Thank you. Pause. If I'm a man and I can have unlimited bitches,
because you can impregnate them. I see what you're saying.
How many kids can I have in a year?
A lot.
Thank you. So that means our biology is literally set up for you to seek quality and
so
for
you
me
want
to
to spread
seek.
your seed?
Duh. That's literally the point. My point is this: your biology is for you to seek quality. That's your hormones telling you to seek quality.
And you're seeking quantity.
Hold on, I want to finish. That's your mindset seeking quality. That's you and as yourself as a female seeking quality. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, everything about you is trying to seek quality because that's how you are literally programmed as a human being, female human being, I should say, actually. As a male human being, you are to seek quantity. That's your hormones. That's literally every instinct. It's in your body. That's all of that. She's trying to press a button.
Stop the cap.
That's the first time somebody pressed my button. Don't ever touch a black man's button. All right. Point is, women or men are different. They have set up for different things. Can we agree with that? Can we have the baseline of biology?
They are set up for different things. Okay, fine.
Okay, so going back to the second point, then we can get back on topic, finally, which is, so men on the inside, mentally, physically, spiritually, etc., want other women. Now, again, whether he acts on that
okay,
want
that's
or
true.
not.
That's true.
Okay.
You can fantasize about other women and not act on that fantasy.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Because earlier you said, oh, I don't even want my dude to want another woman. Okay, buddy. Good luck with that one.
Change your mood.
Thanks.
Me, 30 minutes ago, I've taken this.
Bruh, come on.
Exclusivity.
Wrong. That is how
time, resources,
wrong.
and something else.
Time, resources. So
Yeah.
that's a good way to start. So sexual exclusivity is how a female shows primarily that she's interested in a man. He's the only man who has sexual access to me because I can get pregnant, and this man is the only man who can do it. That's how it's done. A man, yes, I'm not saying all men can cheat. I'm not saying all men should cheat. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if I truly love a woman, she won't sit there and go, he shows me his love because he doesn't fuck anyone else. She'll sit there and go, he shows me his love because my bills are paid, I'm in a Bentley, I fly private, I go to Dubai anytime I want, I have a Chanel bag. And I'm not talking about just money, I'm talking about resource and a lifestyle as a whole. This is not just me, this is the world and most of the world today. If you go to Moscow and you find a big G, a rich guy, right? He has his wife, she's pushing a Bentley, she has a kid, she's living in a mansion, whatever. When he goes to the club with his boys, you think he ain't with 19-year-old strippers? Of course he fucking is.
Can I ask
but
you?
she's just like, whatever, don't care, I'm the one who has the money, don't give a shit. So you have to sit there, and to a point you have to sit and analyze the difference. When you're saying disrespect, if you're gonna go through life as a woman and say, I only care about the sexual exclusivity of my man, then what you're gonna end up doing is having a bunch of failed relationships and fucking loads of dudes. Okay. There has to get a point where you go, you know what, this guy ticks so many boxes. Once a year, twice a year, he's out with his boys, does some dumb shit. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't notice because my bills are paid, I'm looked after, I can tell he cares about me. If I have a problem, he's gonna fix it. He's ticked so many. That's the smart female move, as opposed to go, I don't care how good he is to me. He fucked that bitch once, so I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch anyway, and then I'll get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch. So end the cycle of dumb shit.
Can I have
but
more mild examples, though?
I have a question. Is there ever cheating that's too far? Like, so if a guy cheats on a girl, is there ever a point where she?
Yeah, there's a lot of cheating. There's completely a lot of cheating.
So,
that's too
like,
far.
if he knocks up another girl, would you say that's too
all right,
far?
all right. So
Yeah.
first things first, I'm a man of my word. I don't even think I'm a liar. So here's your Clementine.
Thank you.
And he peeled it. What a gentleman.
Thank you.
I'm a gentleman. Right. So obviously, I'm not saying blatant.
I have to stop it since you being extra sassy right now. All right, now go ahead. When it comes to earlier your facial expressions about the cheating thing, as well as your facial expressions about him being a gentleman. What are your thoughts?
Whoop-de-hoo. Like, you peeled a clementine. Does that make you a gentleman? No.
Why does he irk you so much?
Because I just want to smack his head. His bald little head.
All right, now what do you say about the cheating thing, though?
The cheating thing,
Not even cheating thing, exercising your options.
it's just like, I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't understand why you'd want to cheat. I just don't. Like, next topic. Continue.
Sassy. Blatantly disrespect your woman, right? She's your woman. She's your queen. She's the most important thing in the world to you. She needs to be treated in a way that she feels that, right? But it's unfortunate because I keep tying back to this baseline point. But the reason I keep going back to this baseline point is to try and explain to everybody at home how simple the world can be if you go back to the baselines of it. Why do men cheat? Most women don't know. You'll see them all the time. Why do men cheat? Oh, because men are just stupid. And why do men fuck girls uglier than their main chick? Why do men do all this stuff? Do you know why?
Hold on. Before he answers, why do men cheat?
I genuinely don't know. I could not tell you. I am not a man.
Okay, why do you think men cheat?
Because
you dated men before, so...
They're not, I don't know, like, they're bored. I don't...
Okay, so boredom is, you think, is the number one reason?
Or they feel like as if they're not, like, satisfied enough, or they want, like, a new experience, or, I don't know, just something that's missing, or that they want different. You tell me.
Okay.
The people want to know.
No, I just want you to answer before he answers, so you don't change your answer after him.
I'll tell you why. Let's go back to the first thing I've been saying this whole time. Status. Yeah, that's my chick. She's home. Took this one home. Yeah, I got that one. She's chasing me.
That's
Status.
dead.
Status. But it's stupid to females. I get it. But that's the male world because sexual access is an easy indicator of status. So that's one of the reasons they do it, right? So you have to go back into the baseline of why men even cheat in the first place. I'm telling you, if you're a woman, the smartest thing you can do is...
This is the first time I actually might disagree with Mr. Tate. I think that's the number two reasons. I think the number one reason is just because it's biology. But carrying on.
Look after your man. Make him not want to cheat. Be perfect. But there's going to be a time across a 20-year marriage you might just need to be a little bit blind. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just don't look at his phone.
So
and you'll be cool. You'll be cool. Just make sure the bills are paid. He does his job as the man.
What
now,
if you can pay your own bills, though?
But this is it. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm not saying allow this for some fucking Joe Schmo. I'm not saying let some fucking loser pick you up, lock you down, and go cheat on you.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he's a G and he's doing enough of his other jobs. As for you saying, what if you can pay your own bills? Then what's the reality you face? just like I described earlier. I'm going to decide that the thing that I prioritize above everything, above his resource, above the amount he cares for me. You'll see men cheat on a woman and then cry his eyes out trying to get that woman back. He still loves you. It's not the same as if you cheated. He loves you with all his heart. He'd die for you. He'd take a bullet for you, and he'd still fuck that bitch. Doesn't matter. It's a different game for men, right? So you're sitting there going, well, I'm going to prioritize his sexual exclusivity over all of his other attributes. You're just going to end up having endless failed relationships, fucking too many dudes, and then what's going to happen is your psychology is going to break, because females don't like to accept the fact that if you sleep with enough men and you get rid of the stigma around a new dick, your instant answer is constantly new dick. He didn't text me today, fuck it, someone else. He was rude to me, fuck it, I'll cheat. He was this, I'll get a new boyfriend. And then you end up just jumping on cock all day and you're fucking done. You need to, the reality is, you have to come to a point where you get a guy and he ticks boxes and you're like, you know what, I'm wifey, I got the Bentley, he does whatever he does, but my bills are paid. That's it.
When would you say when would you say it's too far? I'm just curious if there's a line that you would, like, if he spends money on another girl, if he, like, when does it?
Okay, that's a good question.
And second question, do you think that men ever fall in love with side chicks?
Very good question. And this is a long and in-depth answer, but it's a good question. Let me peel my clementine. But no, but it's a good question. Where is too far? I think publicly disrespecting is too far. So like you'll notice. Let's take the Moscow G. All right, let's take an oligarch, a billionaire from Moscow. He has his wife. He has the girls he's in the.
Let me just straight up ask you: if there was the guy, the world's not gonna find out. Maybe even you not gonna find out. Your guy goes out to guys' nights out, etc. But he ticks all your boxes. I'm not even talking about the dude you with now. I'm talking about even higher level dude that you don't gotta work for shit, you ain't gotta do shit, etc. He ticks all those boxes, and he has one guy's nights out, and he literally goes and fucks a bitch. From your perspective, you would be done with that person. She's thinking about it.
It's situational. I have in the past.
God.
I have once in the past.
Okay, no, hold on. Why?
Because I was dumb. Okay. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't care.
Oh my God,
I
that's
don't
the
care.
actually
I
not
don't
true.
care. I don't care. If you're gonna cheat on me once, you're gonna cheat on me twice, and the third time, and the fourth time, and the fifth time, and the sixth time. There's no person in this world that is gonna cheat once and be like, I'm never doing that shit again. I learned my lesson. More than likely, they're gonna cheat again.
Well, yeah, but that when women say that, it's more complicated than what you make it sound to be. Because generally speaking, men that are like that, they have those options to do so in the first place. That's number one. Number two, since they have those options to do that in the first place, they are more than likely going to explore those options eventually. Maybe you'll have an argument. Maybe you're not giving the bomb sex 3000, what they call that shit, Glock 3000, whatever the fuck. Maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing sexually. Maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing in the household. Maybe you're not changing enough for him to be like, oh, this same old bitch again. I mean, I know it's good, but goddamn, like, I want something new. Like, even if you had a steak and broccoli and mashed potatoes, your favorite meal every single day, eventually you don't want a quick hamburger. So that's how men think when it comes. That's how men think when it comes to sex. So my question to you is, what made you stay in that first instance, and why would you not stay in the second one?
It was my first relationship ever. I didn't know anything about relationships. I was like, okay, babe, like, I'll forget. After, a long time about arguing about it, I was like, okay, like, I forgive you. Like, we can try if you promise not to do it again. But obviously it happened again, and then I did. She's
salty. All right. So, for you now, would you still be willing to accept it or no? That's a yes. All right.
No, I wouldn't.
No, that's a yes.
The
hesitation means that you. Yes.
No, it's me thinking about it. No, I'm trying to think realistically. If this man checked all of my boxes.
All of your boxes.
All of my boxes.
I'm talking about most of your boxes. Yes.
And he decides to cheat on me.
Yes.
I'm leaving.
Even if he checks.
If I have kids with him, that's a different story because there's a family involved.
Okay.
But if I am single, no kids, no, I'm not staying. It's a respect thing. You disrespected me.
Okay. All right. Okay, no, that's your
personal
preference.
Preference.
I'm about to say, I'm not going to change. Yeah. She like, don't
wouldn't fucking dare message his wife. They wouldn't dare step out of line.
I think that's
like,
cap.
they know their place, right? So if there's a hierarchy,
I think that's cap on you, but all right.
Hierarchy and they know their place, that's one way of doing it.
Spending
money on a girl, yeah, because men show love primarily through our hard work.
Because you sassy as fuck.
Through our hard work. If you take a man who's not particularly rich, he shows his wife love by getting up every day, going to work 9 to 5, working his ass off, and paying those bills. That's how he shows love. That's why he does it, for his wife and his children. Most men are out here working bullshit jobs, carrying trash. They're doing that to show love. So giving money, yeah, that would be a far more scary indicator than just sex. Let me give you all an example. I don't know if you all know my history, but I used to run a webcam business a long time ago. Don't want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. But I had a bunch of girls who used to sit online and talk to guys, and they had laptops, right? This is a long time ago. And I used to sit and say to some of the webcam girls, I'd say, this man who is sitting in and logging in every night and sending you money every day and telling you he's obsessed with you from the other side of the world and missing out on time with his family to sit here and talk to you and send you money, that is more cheating than if he just went out and banged something. If he went out and banged something and came home, then done. But he's sitting here giving you his time, his money, his affection. That's cheating for a man. For a man to sit there and give money and time away, right? Yeah. So you have to stop this.
Thoughts. I got to hear what you got to say about that one there, buddy. Which one is worse? Him going out and just having one night stand with a fucking girl at the bar, whatever?
Okay, worse is, missing out on family time and spending money and time and effort in this girl because if you're gonna cheat, which I don't condone it, I don't approve of it, but if you're gonna cheat, I would much prefer someone just just having sex versus being emotionally and financially invested.
Fellas, we got him. We got him.
Like I said, I don't condone cheating.
No. Let's stay here for just a second. Why is that?
Because that's my shit.
No, but let's pull the layer back. Why would you prefer a dude just to have sex one time at a bar versus him spending his time, money, resources, etc.? Because I'm gonna tell you, for a lot of women, I ask this question. Would you rather have emotional cheating or physical cheating? A lot of women say emotional cheating. But if I ask that same exact question to men, they would say physical cheating. So go ahead, let me hear your reason why.
Because for a man to get emotionally invested, that means that he's emotionally and financially invested. That means that he's genuinely caring for her. Versus a man just, she looks hot enough, I could fuck her and never see her again. Because I guess men do have that mental capacity to do so, but if you're taking family time away, you're spending money on her, you're doing all this stuff for her, that specific shit should be for your wife. Spending time, spending money, caring, being emotionally invested, that should be, for if you're going to cheat, which again, don't condone it, fuck that shit.
Okay.
But I would much prefer to be physically cheated on than to be emotionally and financially cheated on.
Okay. Thank you. Then we arrived to the real answer. So this goes against what you said earlier. Because again, don't give me that look, Miss Hypocrite. This goes against what you said earlier, which is, again, what men bring to a relationship is not being faithful and not fucking other women. That's just something.
Don't have sex with another. I literally just said I don't condone cheating. I hate cheating. But if you're gonna cheat,
No, but you missed the point. The point is that you have a hierarchy of things that you would not accept 100% versus things that you may have, maybe even you got to think about it for just a second that you might accept for you personally, right? Okay. I'm right so far. So when it comes to that means when coming to a relationship and bringing these different hierarchies, that means being faithful is not at the top of that list.
It is. I just said if you're gonna cheat. I literally said I don't condone cheating, but if you're gonna cheat.
Ma'am.
I want faithfulness. I want 100% faithfulness.
No. I'm trying to get you to understand something very clearly so you can at least walk away from it. If I never see you again, you can actually learn something from this interaction. You just said that physical cheating is right here. Then you said that emotional, spending your money, spending your time is above that. Right? I'm right.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
What the fuck am I speaking Spanish right now? Well, you speak Spanish. My bad.
Come on, French.
Am I speaking fucking Chinese? So that means that the priority is not the fucking cheating or having sex with another woman. That's not the main priority that you bring to relationship. I'm sorry, that a man brings to relationship.
Okay, I could see how that could be seen as hypocrisy. Anyways.
All right, we've got about a couple more minutes and we're about to wrap up.
Idea of sexual exclusivity, yes, that's for females. That's how females show their love to men. It's not how high status, at least, males show their love to females. And anyone who wants to disagree with me, call me wrong, call me misogynist, whatever bullshit. Look at a history book. Every king, every sultan, every conqueror, every emperor, every knight, all of them had maidens, wives, all of them. That's history.
What level of G do you have to be allowed to cheat?
Well, it's not about even being allowed to cheat. I'm not even saying that. And it also depends on the partner you're with. I'm not trying to sit here and advocate for men to run around and fuck a bunch of women. I'm not saying that.
That's what you're doing.
No, but I'm not.
No. Let him explain. Let him land. Let him land. It's about to come. Now, our sister, let him land.
No, but I'm not. What I'm actually trying to do is describe the baseline unfortunate realities of human dynamics. And I'm trying to explain now to the world that any woman can get a man who will not cheat on her if she's prepared to sacrifice a bunch of other things, perhaps, right? In the olden days, it was different. The world was a different place. It was a completely different place, and it was better. Now it's all fucked up. It's fucked.
Hey, stop using these for ear cleaning. They're even banned to use
up on every level. And men, especially the high status men, most of them have struggled so hard to become high status. They've been through so much shit to get where they are. It's like telling him, if you climb this mountain, you can go to a candy store. And he climbs to the top of the mountain, and the second he's in the candy store, after one piece of candy, that bitch is saying, no more candy. He's like, no, I just climbed this mountain. I just got rich. I just went through X, Y, Z. I finally got here. I'm finally in the candy store. Now you're telling me I can only have one piece of candy?
Okay.
What man's going to agree to that?
Do you think that men owe a woman loyalty if she was there from the beginning?
Absolutely. They absolutely owe that woman loyalty.
Oh, sorry, sexual loyalty. That's what I meant.
Sexual exclusivity is different. Sexual exclusivity and loyalty are completely disconnected for males. Nobody wants to talk about this, but it's the unfortunate reality. It's true. I'm telling you, you can get a man, he can go on a holiday, can fuck some stripper, can come home, and you can lie detector test him. Do you love your wife? Would you die for your wife? Would you take a bullet for your wife? He'll pass the lie detector test. He loves her with all his heart. He'd do anything for her. It's just pussy. It's not a big deal. It's different.
I feel like, I guess my question would be then is like, how do you view sex? Because I like, sex at the end of the day is spiritual unification. I feel like I've gone through a lot of different stuff. I've had a lot of different experiences where I did not value myself, so I never had a man that valued me. So it's like, yeah, you rack up guys, and guys you shouldn't be texting back or whatever. But I feel like I understand that there is a difference with how men view sex and how they move around in the world. But it's like, sex is a sacred thing, no matter a male or female is doing it. So that's why for me, like my biggest, like the hardest for me to understand is like, this is such a sacred thing, and it's like taking a piss for a guy.
Can I just say something? You sure you weren't making love to somebody that was having sex?
Ooh.
I'm sorry?
You sure that you weren't making love to somebody that was just having sex?
Hey, auntie, that's a
good question.
No, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like as women, they make love to men that are just having sex.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's not the point.
But my thing is, okay,
So I think when men hear that, though, it's like if it was sacred to you, you would have waited till you were married.
But it's like right. No, I get that. But the reality is like the world is not so black and white. So I understand that there are these things in place that worked and made sense, and now we're approaching an era that like we don't know what's going to happen, but there's gray area. You've had sex, I've had sex, she's had sex, we've had sex with different guys. That doesn't mean that we're damaged goods, we're used goods. I understand status is a big part of that. I understand that sex is viewed differently, but I feel like you should not, if you're looking at face value, I can understand why you would be judged from your past. But if I'm a guy interested in you, I don't care about what you've done.
But that's the thing. Men do though. That's the thing. a virgin's more valuable to a man than a girl that's had sex with multiple men. Like, it just is what it is.
There's a limit.
But the modern man's solution is not a virgin. A modern man needs a partner, somebody that's actually smart and can survive in the world of today.
I'm saying
and that's going to be a lived woman.
The men with the most choice are going to pick women that are more pure in general.
The ones that are already self-made, I guess so. But that's the thing. The reality is that there's a lot of men out there, especially in the world that we live in today, that need a partner. So it's time for those masses of men to start respecting women for the role they can play in their lives.
I don't think average men expect women to be virgins.
Do you know what it is?
But is this rhetoric?
All right, now we can wrap things up. So, for you, what are your overall thoughts on what you just listened to, as well as the whole video as a whole?
I feel like. So,
Talk to me.
I just feel like from a neutral standpoint, men will judge a woman based on her past, and a woman will judge a man based on his future / present.
Ooh, that's bars. I give you that one. Now that was bars. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead, speak your shit. No, go ahead.
That's all the thoughts and conclusions I have for that snippet.
Okay, say less. And then, what are your thoughts on the whole video?
Whole video, there were some points I will say I did agree with to an extent.
So sassy. Go ahead.
To an extent. Obviously, there are things that I don't agree with. I don't believe in cheating. I don't care if that's considered loyalty, faithfulness, whatever. If you're cheating, you're a piece of shit. But other than that, that's all I have.
All right, and then where can they find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram. My name is Sophie, SOFI, Kobo, COB as in boy, OS _.
All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to see part 3 of this fucking Andrew Tate, just pearly things, let me know. Tell me if y'all want to see part 3 in the comments. If you want to follow her link to her Instagram will be in the description below. Get Red Pill and Chill. It is on Amazon right now.
Buy it right now.
Get the game, get the game. Other than that, I'm out. Peace. Sheesh.